Hi everyone, my name is Bridget and welcome to my channel. So today's video is a little bit different. My other videos is more about sharing information, and this video is more about a call to action. So I've prepared a speech and it's a little bit long, but every word needs to be said. So, in the beginning, before history wrote its wounds, before man learned how to divide what God had made whole, there was God. And in Genesis it is written, He breathed into man, and man became a living soul. One breath, not a black breath, not a white breath, not a Zulu, Xhosa, Afrikaans or Indian breath. One breath. So how did we forget? How did we go from one breath to many battles? From one creation to separation. South Africa, you are not a nation, you are a prophecy. A land that has walked through fire, a people who have tasted both oppression and overcoming, and still we are standing. Because God never left us. Even when our systems broke us, even when history tried to define us, even when pain whispered, stay divided, God said, behold, I make all things new. Revelations 21 verse 5. God does not make things new without people willing to become new. So the question is not, will God move? The question is, will we move? Will we rise above the memory of pain? Will we release the need to be right, to become whole? Because healing isn't found in holding on. Healing is found in surrender. And in Matthew it is written, Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Not the arguers, not the dividers, not the ones who keep score of yesterday, the peacemakers. What if unity is not something we wait for? What if it is something we choose? Right here, right now. Because the kingdom of God is not coming from the sky like a distant event. The kingdom is within you. As it is written in Luke 17 verse 21, the kingdom of God is within. So if the kingdom is within us, then division is a lie we chose to believe. And today, we break that agreement, not with violence, not with force, but with truth. You are not your history, you are not your skin, you are not the pain you inherited, you are spirit, and God is spirit. John 4 verse 24, which means everything that separates us is lower than who we really are. So I call on you, not as citizens, not as categories, but as children of the Most High God. Remember who you are. When you look at another person, you are not looking at other. You are looking at another expression of the same breath that keeps you alive. So how can we hate what God has called good? How can we divide what God has already joined? Let South Africa rise, not just economically, not just politically, but spiritually. Let this land become a living altar where forgiveness is practiced, where unity is embodied, and where love is not just spoken, but experienced. Because love is not weakness. Love is the most powerful force in existence. It is the force that raised Christ from the grave. Romans 8 verse 11. It is the force that breaks chains without touching them. It is the force that says we may be divided, but we will not stay divided. And this is bigger than one nation. This is humanity. Because what happens here echoes in the world. A people united under God, not religion, not doctrine, but truth. The truth that we are one body, as written in 1 Corinthians 12 verse 12. Though many parts, we form one body. One body cannot fight itself and expect to survive. So today we choose life, we choose unity, and we choose to see God in each other. One breath, one people, one God. And from this moment forward, let love be our language, let truth be our foundation, let unity be our testimony, and let the world look at us and remember what humanity was always meant to be, united but free under God. So the time has come for us to stop sticking our heads in the sand and come together. There are lots of different groups within South Africa speaking the same language, but just not coming together. And it doesn't help that we are all in these little groups. We need to unite, put our differences aside, and forget about who is right and wrong, because that's not going to help us. We have to find a way to stand together. And none of us have the complete answer, but together we can create the right answers for our country and our people. Because if we can't even look after the weakest of our citizens, there are children going missing every day in this country. If we can't even look after our weakest citizens, then what are we? We are nothing more than animals. And God is not coming to save us. We have to save ourselves, and God will meet us halfway. We have to choose God, because right now we are not choosing God. Okay? So, for the last time, we need to unite as a country and as humanity to face together what is coming. Otherwise, we are going to lose our freedoms, and our children are not going to have a future. They won't even know what a blade of grass is. So, that's my message for today. Thank you for listening, and my email address is below in the description box if you want to get chatting. Otherwise, I know God's got a plan for all of this. Which side are you going to be on? God bless.